In French, in France, we would say baguette.
Anyway, lead on. Allons-y. But not too fast. All right, let's go.
Hello, friends. Welcome in. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just fixing something, but hello, everybody. How's your day? How goes it? Let me now. Hold on. Hold. Okay, it's working. All right, I think we are good to go now. Let's go ahead and move on over. Hello, welcome in. And Brad, you were in first. Hello, how are you? You accidentally triggered your own intro. Just kidding. And Gilmore, welcome in. How's your day? How's it going? Friends, welcome in. We are going to be playing some... See, it's still not working. Maybe I need to restart this. We're gonna be playing some Powerwash Simulator here in a little bit. You were. But how are you? How's it going? How goes it, everybody? How was your day? My day has mostly been working. Pretty much just that. I was going to go to the grocery store this morn, and then I said, what if I don't do that? What if I don't do that? So I haven't gone yet, so I need to do that probably after stream, because I need, having food is important. But what have you all been up to, Gilmore? Hope work is going well. You could have been first. It's okay. We got a complaint today at work by a guy calling us out for running a non-Wi-Fi bus on our route that we claim has Wi-Fi. Like the one time. Oh boy. Oh boy. That sounds frustrating. Okay, there it goes. That sounds super frustrating. Brad. And I have to respond to it. Oh no. Is it an email, or how do you have to respond? Via phone, via email? Work is slower than yesterday, which is nice. I've been reading a book. Picked it from the library yesterday. Ooh, what book? What book? Something I was gonna say. I just send a response to our customer service team and they send, okay, well that's nice. At least you don't have to directly handle, but it for sure looks like a fake email. Oh, maybe they could have done that. Adrian, welcome in. Yeah, it could be, I don't know. A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. Ooh. That's funny. It's interesting because Agatha Harkness from Marvel is a witch. Random fact, random trivia. At email.com kind of thing. Seems suspicious. Happy midweek. A happy midweek to you, Adrian. We're still in our early week, but I know you are ahead. Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna go to the grocery store and I didn't. Today, though, So I am the type of person, when it comes to work stuff, if somebody has tasks for me, I prefer that I kind of get just a list of everything that needs to get done in sort of one message. so that I can. It just allows me to sort of like soak it in. I can look at the task list, and I say, "Great, Vix, welcome in. How are you doing? How's it going?" I sort of just need a list, and I earlier today like got a message from a client, and then of something that needed to be or something I had a question about, and so then I like responded, and it was something that I had already done that they could have even checked, and I was like, yeah, it should be working, let me double check, and I checked it and it was, and then like immediately while I was checking I got another like message from them that was about something else entirely, and so then I went to that and I started to respond, and then while I was responding to that one I got like 3 more messages about 3 different other things that were like much bigger that I was like, I need a break. I was like, I'm gonna respond to this thing, and then I'm gonna just, I can't, and because I still need to do work for that second task. But I was like, cool. I'm going to just wait to respond to any of this other stuff until this is done, because it's just too much. It's too much. I need to sort of like focus in on a task and then like move on. I can handle like some, whatchamacallit. I can multitask pretty well, but I think part of it is I need to have all the information at like one time. If it's sort of like all of these different things coming in, for some reason it's the multiple pinging. The pinging, like, just I don't like it, and so I was like, all right, we're gonna deal with one thing at a time, and I will stop responding, and then I got hit with another like 2 bigger tasks that need to get done like an hour later, and I was like, we'll deal with that all later. But I'm doing good, Vix. How are you? Today's just gonna be a chill day. We were going to play Body over Byteland overclocked. Byteland overclocked. But I think the game needs to cook a little bit more. We're gonna wait to see what, like, if there's like a launch update or like a, whatever, and then we'll go back to that. So today we're just gonna play some Powerwash Sim. So we'll get to that eventually at some point. We're on like the last level, one of the last levels of the main story. So, but it's like a huge level, and I remember there was still like a ton that we hadn't done yet. I think I'd only done the interior, upstairs interior, where there's like, haven't even touched the outside pretty much. Got another project in mind alongside the big one I'm already working on. Why do I do this to myself? Oh no! Just got a bunch of good ideas. Like, well, I have 1 more hour of work. Nice, Gilmore. Enjoy. I hope you have a great last hour. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that's been really going on today? Not really. Mostly just work. Yeah, I don't really think I have much going on. I have heard there's some gaming news that I've heard about. There's still more rumors of Switch 2 stuffs. There's seemingly people are even suggesting that the Switch successor. I say Switch 2. It's whatever's coming next. Might even be releasing spring of next year? Question mark. So like maybe March or April of next year, which would be kind of crazy.
See you, Space Cowboy.
And Brad, thank you for the lurk. So that's kind of big news. I would be ready to see what the next Switch might hold. But I'm forgetting. Oh, they were saying that. So Nintendo showed off apparently a prototype within the past month. I think Tokyo Game something happened, and they like showcased it to some people behind closed doors. Some insiders are saying that they showed off Breath of the Wild and something else. I can't remember what the other game was. But they showed off Breath of the Wild, and it was running at like 4K and something frames per second. It may have been 60. But apparently it was like running very smoothly, and they were kind of showcasing like, well, everybody knows Zelda and Breath of the Wild, so we'll showcase this. And so that way people can get a good idea for like how the game runs or how powerful the system is, whatever. We might be, I mean, from what it sounds like, we might be looking at, you know, a new, maybe an announcement in the next, you know, maybe by the end of the year, maybe the start of the next year. They think it's going to be pretty much like the Switch, without nothing too crazy. Like, there might be some new features. Some people have said that there might be a camera on it. But it looks like it will probably still have, like, Joy-Cons and stuff. Nintendo filed a patent that had, that was for fixing Joy-Con drift. And so it would be kind of weird for them to do that now for the Switch, being that it's like so old. People are imagining that the fact that they like filed this patent means that either the controllers are very similar to a Joy-Con for whatever the next thing is, or it still uses Joy-Cons or whatever. If it still used the same ones, that would actually be, I would be okay with that, because that way I wouldn't have to buy any more. But we'll see. That's why it's sort of like, it's weird that if they came out with something that fixed the Joy-Con issue now, it's sort of weird because the Switch is basically at its end of its life. Whereas if they have very similar controllers for the next system, that would sort of make sense. So that's kind of some major news. It was interesting because I think a few months ago people were like, it's sort of a ways off, like we might see a Switch like holiday of next year, so like next Christmas. But now, with there being like a lot of news about it, people are like, well, actually it might even be sooner, so maybe even spring or summer of next year. It'll be very exciting. New Animal Crossing win. I also saw there was some. So I have not played Cyberpunk yet. I've seen a couple people play it. I own it technically for my PS5, but it's still in the shrink wrap. Still don't know if and when I'm gonna play it. I will say, watching someone play Cyberpunk, I was like, it actually does. There's bits of it that look really fun. But the new paid DLC is going to be releasing here in a couple of weeks. The one of the head designers for it sent out a tweet earlier that said that people may want to check their PC cooling systems before the Phantom Liberty launch, and everyone was like, what? Why? And I guess I was just like, yeesh. That sounds super optimized to me. He sent out apparently like a clarification tweet that was like, no, it's really not that bad. But still, that the initial tweet doesn't inspire confidence. That's the word I was looking for. It doesn't inspire confidence. I still can't decide all these years later. Did you play it? I bought it because I like futuristic cyberpunk things. Blade Runner, love it. I love the like atmosphere and the I don't know. I actually tend to prefer like futuristic tech stuff over like fantasy stuff generally.
Welcome
Joss!
back, Sky Pirates.
Hey Jet, hope you're
There we
doing
go.
well.
Juliet's been a little delayed. Joss, thank you so much for the 17 months. How are you? How's it going? Have you been playing No Man's Sky by any chance? The new update? There's an expedition going on right now. So I like cyberpunky things, but I bought Cyberpunk when I only had a PS4, and I heard that it runs terribly on the PS4, and I had a launch PS4. It's not even like a PS4 Pro or anything. So I waited, and then by the time, shortly after, we kept hearing like, okay, the game runs terrible. People feel like they didn't get what they were promised, now I know that they've like fixed a bunch of stuff. I've heard some things can't be fixed necessarily, but it runs a lot better. And now that I have a PS5, I'm still like, I don't know if I want to play it. I don't know if I want to get into it yet, but I might. I don't think that's a game we'll stream just because it's a little intense, like more intense than what I would typically even deem okay for like a After Dark, but I was watching Iron Pucks play it, and I was like, okay, some of this does look very fun, so I don't know. Well, I might give it a shot one of these days. And no, I haven't, but I keep thinking I want to get back into it and then never do. No! I mean, do you know that they added a new race? Do you know that there's a new race? Because that's dope. I missed the first, but if the conversation is Cyberpunk DLC, I still haven't played that game either. We were talking about the DLC. I was mentioning that I saw a news article today that was from one of the devs who said, by the way, you may want to make sure your PC cooling stuff is like at tip-top shape. And everyone was like, excuse me? Why would you say that? And so everyone's like, this seems like this is going to be very optimized. So I don't know. But I haven't... what, really? Maybe I'll play it today. Yeah, there's a new race. And actually, gosh, so I haven't even gotten to that yet, because I got to the part where I could get to it in my main save, but then the expedition came out, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the expedition first. But yeah, there's a new race. They actually have these new super cool multi-tools that are staffs. And you can basically look like a Jawa, a robotic Jawa. There's two new types of multi-tools. There's the staff one, and then there's like I forget what it's called. An Atlantid? No. maybe an Atlantid multi-tool. And what else? Yeah, a whole new race. Bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff. I got it at launch and on PS5. There were none of the issues some had, but I wasn't sure if I liked the gameplay. Then PlayStation pulled it off their store for about 10 months. Yeah, promised that regardless of how long players had played, they'd refund everyone who wanted to refund it, no questions asked. So I took advantage of that. But I have it again now, got it on sale, and I'm still not sure I like it, but happier to own it for a much less cost. Yeah, okay, so that's actually why I kept my copy of Cyberpunk, is because so Best Buy here in the States had a deal where you could get games for cheaper if you had like a special membership, and I did. And so with that and my like Best Buy rewards, like so if you buy a bunch of stuff, you get like maybe over time you can earn like coupons for like 5, 10, whatever amount. I was able to get Cyberpunk for like, I think less than $20. And when I heard it was awful, I was like, should I return this? And I was like, probably not. I feel like if I returned it and then eventually picked it up and everything was fixed, I'm probably like losing out on that. So I just kept it. So it's just still shrink wrapped. I even got one of the collector's edition boxes, whatever those are called. I did not get the collector's editions of collector's edition of Cyberpunk, but like the tin case. You know what I'm trying to say. I lost my main save, and so I started another one, but I haven't done much in the new save yet. No! I'm sorry to hear that. That's no fun at all. I started a new save of No Man's Sky not too long ago. At probably about the steel box. Yes, thank you. A tin case. Yes, steel. Yes, that's what I meant. Same. Yeah, right. It's the same. 10K steel box. But yeah, I started a save back right before the last expedition, and so it's been a bit. In order to get to the like new stuff, I had to do a couple things that I had not done before. To introduce a new race and to get like the staffs and stuff, you have to do some of the main story missions. But anyway, Blue, welcome in, Blue. Excuse me, how are you? I defo play too much of Cyberpunk to have been able to refund it usually, but when they offered to just refund everyone if they wanted, I was like, yeah, I want my $50 back, yeah. I don't blame you. Blue, how are you? What have you been up to? What was I gonna say? I feel like I don't. I see you mostly in Pux's stream, so it feels like it's been forever. Just stop Satisfactory for now. It's a constant optimizing grind. Oh no. Oh no. But are you enjoying it for the most part? By the way, I got a few games on sale today that I'm excited about. I got the Detective Frog game. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. What's it called? I feel like it's... Is it just the Frog Detective? No, wait, hold on. It's, Oh, it's just Frog Detective. I got Frog Detective 1, 2, and 3. I was like, Detective game. Frog game. What's it called? Ah, yes, Frog Detective. I think I paid $17 for it in the sale. Then they let me upgrade. I see. Oh, you bought BG3, and then my friends wanted to play Terraria, then Starfield out on Game Pass, but I decided to start Final Fantasy 15 for whatever reason. Final Fantasy 15 is great. I loved it. 15 is super fun. I didn't know if I liked it, but then as it continued, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. I actually love this. Because I think it just felt different because I was so used to Final Fantasy games having, like, I don't know, just like the party seemed just really different, I think, than when I was used to. But then as it continued, I was like, oh, this is good. This is very good. I enjoyed it so much that at the end I cried. So, so that's something. Setting up for going nuclear. That's the final step in Satisfactory. Yeesh. I actually don't. What's the goal in Satisfactory? Is there a goal? I'm just neglecting new games for whatever reason. I feel that. I do that sometimes too. We still haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom. we have I will eventually get back to it, but I don't know. I'm not in a rush. Maybe we'll play more Tears of the Kingdom towards the end of the year, something like that. But I'm liking it a lot. So silly, yeah. It's really neat. I think the game is, and the combat I thought was pretty fun. I've actually thought about streaming it, and just starting a new playthrough, or a new game plus or something. But I kind of want to do a new game plus because I unlocked costumes that I don't think you can get anymore. I think it'll be a hot minute before I complete Tears of the Kingdom. I really enjoyed it. I think I needed to sort of wait until the hype has kind of died down a bit. I think people were too excited to tell me things about the game. I was like, I don't want to know. Stop telling me things about the game. I don't want to know. I got the same curse I dealt with Breath of the Wild. I beat the first beast and then completely stopped playing. Now I've done the exact same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. Oh man. The only goals are mine it all. Okay. It looks cool. I've watched a few people play Satisfactory. I guess I had never known, I saw them base building, but I had never known what they were doing, I guess. I haven't touched in a while. I've been too stuck in other things. Yeah, that's fair. I think for me, I'm enjoying Tears of the Kingdom. I like doing a bunch of quests. Yeah, it's a fun game. I think at least when I was streaming it, because you guys know that I don't like being told stuff. I think everyone was just a little too aggressive with wanting to tell me things, and I was just like, I don't. So I'm hoping that if I let it cook for a bit, let it sit, let it rest for a bit, by the time we get to it, people have kind of leveled out a bit, or maybe even forgotten some things themselves, so that way it's not as go do this thing, go do this. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Not anymore. But yeah, Final Fantasy. Okay, here's the one thing about Final Fantasy 15 that is sort of lame. Also, though, Joss, are you playing on PC or PlayStation or Xbox or something? I don't get to stop in as often as I like, and even I know that. I remember people backseating one of the shrine things. Oh yeah, it does happen. PlayStation. Okay. So they had these 2 limited time events in Final Fantasy 15 where that was the only way to get the costumes, is if you did those events. And I hate that they didn't make those available elsewhere. I think I've heard if you have it on PC, you can hack them into your game. Yeah, I feel like Square should not do that ever again. I don't know if they have any plans. I guess they've said they have plans for like Final Fantasy 16 DLC maybe, but like I don't. I hope in any of their future games they never do limited time events. That's super dumb. Super dumb. Making my secret thing, so I'm not gaming if I'm doing that. Yeah, that's fair. Totally fair. Yeah, most of the time people know not to like spoil things or backseat really. But I think with Tears of the Kingdom, it was just people were too excited. What costumes? I had a few bonus ones that I assumed were from the Royal Edition. It was the main ones that I can think of there are Assassin's Creed costumes, and then like there's oh, do you have that one? I wonder if they added I wonder if they added it to the Royal Edition. I got lucky with my starting location, 5 iron veins, 2 copper veins, and a limestone really close together, and the rest are close enough to pipe stuff in. Oh, that's awesome. I need to give that. Oh, you have it. Oh, okay, well that's nice. Okay, that's dope that they give it to you then. I think maybe for a while, maybe it was before the Royal Edition came out, there was a while where it was just like, you can't get these. And it was just like, unless you had played during this like month that this game or this like event was going on, you could like not get it at all. So maybe they've changed that. So that's nice. There was one other set, and I can't remember what it was though. Anyway, I really enjoyed 15. I enjoyed just being in the car, and I bought, because I think this was DLC, I bought the like some of the music packs from some of the old games so that you could like I think I bought the Final Fantasy VIII soundtrack for it, because that way I could listen to 8's soundtrack while driving around and stuff. Not every game needs to be a live service game. Say it again louder. People, yeah, I 100% agree. But these game companies are like, how can we make the most money? How about we make it a live service game? And it's like, no, thank you. I'm either not gonna pay for that, or I don't want to buy battle passes. Like I almost did not buy this season's battle pass for Apex, but I ended up having enough coins just in my account anyways. So I was like, okay. But like, I don't know. Not everything needs a battle pass or any kind of, I don't know. Especially if it's like a single player, like offline game that nobody's gonna like, I don't know. I don't like spoiling things for everyone, not just people who specifically say they don't want spoilers, to the point that I'm seriously considering not really talking to anyone or being in streams if Spider-Man comes out, because I don't know anyone who'll be playing it at launch. I know how excited I'll be, so safer. Yeah, that's totally fair. I avoid, if I know somebody is playing a game that I want to play, I typically don't watch. Oh, nice. I've played maybe a couple hours of the very first game. I thought I was going to play them all in order, but this is the first. Wait, really? This is your first Final Fantasy? Ah, so exciting. That's so exciting, Joss. Big recommend to try out. Well, gosh. How do you feel about retro games? Are you a retro game player? I hate live service. I want to play once and that's it, not monthly, yearly. Oh, pay once and that's it, not monthly, yearly. But I do pay about $5 a month for Genshin. Yeah, I generally I don't have any like, because I don't really play MMOs or anything, so I'm not paying for anything like that. Apex is really the only one that I've been consistent about. When I used to play League, I would occasionally buy skins for like the couple of characters that I mained. And I felt that was fair because I was playing a lot at the time, and it was like, I played it for years, and so it was like, if I paying $20 here and there for like a skin or whatever, it doesn't feel that too weird. But But yeah, I try not to play games that requires me to keep paying the money. Square said I can talk to him about it, but if he's not playing it, I'd be worried about it, but I'm sure we'll be fine. He can just tell me to shut up if I get too excited. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. I'll eventually play it. Probably not on launch, but I'll definitely get around to it at some point. I still need to play Miles and stuff anyways. Yeah, Joss, do you play retro games much? Because if so, I would recommend playing the old Final Fantasy VII first, and then playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Remake is very, very good. And I mean, if you don't want to play the original, you could just hop into Remake as well. But Final Fantasy VII Remake is super, super good. But I kind of think that you would appreciate it more if you played the original and can kind of get the full story. Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming out, I think, at the start of the year. And that'll be exciting. We will definitely play that because we played Remake a year or two ago. So literally everyone I watch, they want to play it, but not at launch, so I'll have no to bounce off walls on. I hope Square knows what he's doing, saying we can talk about it. Amazing. I do occasionally, yeah. I'm just really bad at turn-based games that aren't Pokemon. That's fair. That's fair. It's fair. I feel like 7 is a pretty good, like, it's not too complicated, generally. 7 Remake is not, though, so, I mean, you could technically just jump in, but I don't know. I think there's so much. I'm very curious to see where they're taking the game, because they've added a bunch of stuff to it. It seems like it's following generally the same story, but I don't know. Recently hacked my 3DS to get a bunch of ROMs downloaded on there. Ooh, that's awesome. It's super awesome. I haven't touched my 3DS in forever. That's dope. But my favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy VIII. 8, I think, is fantastic. A lot of people didn't like it for 2 reasons. One, it's like a romance a little bit. There's like it feels like some of the main plot is a romance, and then the magic system is sort of, which I agree with. I really want an 8 remake where they redo the magic system from the ground up. I think FF6 is the last handheld one. Yeah, that probably makes sense. Out of the really old ones, 5 is my favorite. Like, out of the 2D sprite ones, 5 is my favorite because it's a job class system. Yes, I did. Yeah. I do that occasionally. As I mentioned, 8, I almost was like, I kind of want to watch the intro. I think last time I played my 3DS was last summer when I got Ocarina of Time for it. Ooh, nice. I believe now the shop for the 3DS is closed. And the Wii U, I believe. But gosh, I love Final Fantasies. And even though this is not a Final Fantasy, Joss, but eventually you should really try out Persona 5. It's turn-based, but it's fantastic. It is probably one of the best turn-based RPGs I've played in the past few years. It's so stylish and cool, and like the combat's fun. The stressful thing about Persona 5 is the game is on like a calendar system, and so like you can only do so much per day, and so like you have these story bits, and then like you're in school, and then you might have something you can do right after school, and then something you can do at night. And your teammates and other people are like, you put a couple of hours into P5, love the style, the time management stuff is stressful. Yes, time management is rough, because what I hated was people being like, the different characters being like, I want to hang out with you. And then it's like, how am I supposed to decide what to do? Should I study? Should I hang out? I don't really know. It became too much like life. Stole the words out of my thumbs, exactly. So scared doing stuff like that, in case I break something or set it to something I can't unset it from. Oh yeah, that's fair. Totally fair. I think I hacked my Wii. I hacked my Wii so I could do some stuff in it. I forget what. Maybe it was so that I could like play hacked GameCube games. I feel like that's what it was. I think I downloaded some GameCube games and I think that's what I did. But anyway, I do love turn-based RPGs. I know a lot of people don't like them, but to me there's something I think maybe because I just grew up on them, but I usually find them really fun. I like being able to take my time. I do like action RPGs. Like I said, Final Fantasy VII Remake is very good, and it's very fun. But I like the strategy, I think, of like, okay, what do I do now? I've made a mistake. I've made a big mistake. How do I fix this? One of these days, we were going to play Final Fantasy VIII for my birthday, which was in January, but my stream was like, every time I would try to start stream for my birthday stream, it just never worked. So eventually I just gave up and we just moved on to something else after some point. I like fixed it and I was like, sweet, it's too late to do a birthday thing at this point. We used to know someone who could do something to the PS1 so we could play pirated games on that, and he got us a ton of games for it. Oh, that's nice. Wish I liked them more. I'm dipping my toes in a few of them, trying to get used to them. Pokemon is the only one I grew up with. Oh, that's fair. I also really like turn-based strategy games too. So I don't know. I really want to do a retro week where we play a bunch of retro games, and maybe it's like every day is Emmers, welcome in. Every day would be a different retro game. And there's an old anime turn-based RPG that I used to play based on the anime Tenchi Muyo. And I loved it. It's I played, I think, I'm fairly positive I beat that growing up. It would well, you see, here's the thing, is it would be retro games that I played, which might not be retro games that everyone else played. So like one of those days would be Tenchi Muyo. I don't even know what the full title of the game is called, but it's a SNES game. We'd also play Tiny Toons, Buster Bust Loose. Maybe the main game that people have played, Jurassic Park is gonna be one of them, Brad. A long time ago, I talked to Gizmo about maybe playing this game with me. It's called Legends of the Mystical Ninja. That's probably the most mainstream one that I would play. Retro games look cool as heck. Yeah, they do. That's true. The art style is very fun. The first Fire Emblem on GBA is pretty neat. Was playing that on the 3DS a bit ago. Nice. I've only played... What was the Fire Emblem on 3DS? Houses? Something Houses? I think that's the one I started. I didn't get super into it, though. I would like to try to see if I can beat Legends of the Mystical Ninja with Gizmo. We found out there's a way that we can play it online together, which would be fun. 3 Houses. Excuse me. Emmers, how's your day? How are you doing? Yeah, I think it's 3 houses. That's right. I wanted to say 7, but that's too much. 7 houses. I played Legends of the Mystical Ninja, one of the worst games I've ever played. Couldn't work out how to play it as a 5-year-old. Maybe it's better now that I'm grown up. I loved it growing up. Loved it. I always played as player 2, which was Dr. Yang, which that's not his Japanese name. I learned much later. But I loved it. I think it's so much fun. And I feel like Gizmo and I could probably beat it pretty fast. Let me see how long that game is. My day's going all right. How is work? Legends of the Mystical. But Mystical Ninja. Oh, it's The Legend. Singular. 4 hours. I mean, or up to 7.5 to 9. I mean, look at the cover. The cover's just bazonkers. I love old SNES, like, covers and stuff. Like, look how bizarre that is. That's right. He can, like, ride a tiger or something as a power-up. Anyway, wait. There it is. My day's going pretty good. Just a lot of work stuff for the most part. Sassy, welcome in. Couldn't describe now to you where I got stuck, but if I watched you play it, I bet I could tell you where. Yeah, I also love the soundtrack of it. I used to play it a lot. I don't know if I ever beat it though, but I bet Gizmo and I could. Sassy, how was your day? Are you done with? When is back to school? It's back to school night, isn't it? Or is it already done? Day isn't over yet. Okay, that's what I was wondering. That's what I thought. That's no fun. I'm on a short break. Back to school night starts at 7. So you have 3 hours? The Lost Viking also, right? Yeah, you have 3 hours still? So in 3 hours, okay. The Lost Viking also traumatized me as a 5-year-old. The Lost Viking. I don't remember. Wait, I just tried to send a message which was held by Automod, and I'm trying to reread it to figure out what's wrong with it. Interesting. I don't see a message held back. So it might be even hiding it from me, so I can't even tell you. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen this game before. It does remind me of another game, but I can't think of what it is. So I would come home, drop off my stuff, grab some food, hang out with all of you wonderful people for a bit, and then head back to work. Good thing I live 10 minutes from school. Nice, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Our stream might even be over by the time you have to leave for back to work. So you're totally good. But how was your first part of your day? And we can actually we can start moving into Powerwash. Because we pretty much just chat and Powerwash anyways. So nothing will have changed, really. Just that I am cleaning stuff. See about this game, Custom Robo, that I used to love. That was the message? shower time. Enjoy Emmers. We'll see you in a bit. Let me move. There we go. We'll just put this here. So much on the screen. What does this say? Muckingham's residents are back at it again, mudding up the neighborhood. Head over to the bonus job section to clean up their act and 3 new maps. Ah, okay, so we're not there yet. Look at that. We are almost done. And by that I mean we have a lot still to do here. I wonder what was being held back, Joss. Custom Robo I never played. I mostly know because there's an amiibo for it. Hold on. That's not too loud, right? It may even be too quiet. No, it's probably fine. Gosh, there's so much to do in this level. Like, just so much. Oh! Chibi Robo. Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Sorry. Custom... Was that a mech game? Yeah, okay. I know what Custom Robo is now. One of my messages hasn't sent either. Weird. What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? By the way, I feel like they changed... Unless it's just been a long time since we've played this. I don't remember there being force feedback on the triggers of this game. But there is now. Maybe there's always been, I'm just forgetting. Said I'm hesitant to call GameCube games retro. Maybe Twitch didn't like that. They are like, oh. Twitch is like a purist. I said Lost Viking was a really hard game to play and made 0 sense, and it confused the crap out of me. Huh. Twitch is like, don't slander my favorite game. I know, I mean, what is, like, Wii games are technically retro now, right? Is this clean? No, it's not. Apparently. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it should be. Oh, so we've talked about the Twitch subreddit before and how much I just don't like it. I was always a fan of RPGs and just remembered that my neighbor and I used to play Champions of Norath. That sounds very familiar. Champions of Norath. Yeah, I never played it, but that does sound very familiar. Her interactive with the makers of the Nancy Drew games is going all out for their promotions on Game 34. Today is apparently National Video Game Day. They are offering game codes to streamers that stream any of their games today. Wait, really? What? Should we be playing a Nancy Drew game today? What was I gonna say? Oh, so you guys know that I don't really like the Twitch subreddit very much at all. There was somebody on there today that had a thread. I was just like, this is the most annoying, one of the most annoying threads I've ever read. But part of it was like, they were asking for advice, just in general, on streaming. And one of the things that they said was, I just don't want people to think I'm too old. And and then at the end of the message, they were like, I'm 24, by the way. And I was like, bones crumble to dust. Just, I don't know what to tell you about. I don't know. Bones Creek. Old 24. Yes. I was like, yeah, I think you're like, I actually would be really interested to see what the average streamer age is. I bet it varies quite a bit. Looking forward to turning 40 in a few years so I can finally play it in the Old Timers Hockey League. You'd crush them, Brad. Dex Bonus was saying that she's my age, and her viewership is also like people around her age are like a little bit younger. Generally speaking, which kind of makes sense, I think. She's sort of, I mean, I think that makes sense. Crush the 70-year-old. Look, a win is a win, Brad. A win is a win. Why am I out here? We need to finish the inside. I feel like we're agreeing, but we might be arguing. No. We're agreeing. I think we're agreeing. If they don't want to get crushed, they shouldn't join hockey. This is a Final Fantasy song. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that in that post, and I was like, yeah, Brad looks very young. But yeah, I saw that, I was like, what? There's also other stuff in that thread too that I was like, what is going on? Don't know. Like, cause the person was asking for advice, kind of, but wasn't asking really for like specific advice on anything. It was just like, here's the situation I'm in, which was like, they're 24, they're living at their parents' house. Their parents do not like noise, so they were like, so I really wouldn't be able to like talk super loud or get very hyped or anything. They might like just sort of like bust open into my room at random times. Also, I don't want people to think I'm old. What should I do? And most people are like, what's the question? I think he said also, he was like, I might wait till I move. What should I do? And people were like, I mean, do what you want, I guess. I don't... Someone from work told me on Sunday night they thought I was 21. Nice. Mr. Panda shaved the other day, and his first words, and the first words he said to me after were, "I'm sorry." He looks barely 18 when he shaves. Aw. Little panda. If I look at my age in the mirror, I'm 3. Banned. You banned. Oh gosh. Apologies for pushing that button. Anyway, I hate the Twitch subreddit so much. I don't know why I'm still, like, in it. Just because I guess I equally hate myself. And can't look away. Sometimes there's, like, news that gets mentioned. So that's, like, kind of nice. Oh, there was actually... I was going to mention this the other day. Apparently there was, like, a... You see, I wouldn't have learned about it unless if I wasn't in the group. Which was... there was a, like... an extension that people use. I don't know which one it is, but people were kind of getting like hacked ? Through it. I think it's one of the extensions where it's like you have a pet on screen, and the basically people would be streaming, and then from their own accounts. Their own account would be typing in chat, saying random stuff, saying like, you've been hacked or whatever. Essentially what it was is this like pet extension. People were able to like hack into the extension. The extension, I guess, allows like if someone feeds the pet or whatever, it sends a message from your account to say something like, so-and-so just fed the pet or whatever. People were using who hacked into the extension were using that to then like type in people's chats and stuff. Anyway, but we don't have that, so it doesn't matter. Joined Reddit recently. I don't know, not sure I will post much, but I don't know if it's something to do. That's fair. I really like Reddit, but it's also the worst. But you can find some really helpful communities and good communities. It just sort of depends. Wanted to see some of the responses to the post you mentioned, and there's another post about some guy wanting a bikini-clad girl just dancing while he DJs. That's enough, Reddit. I saw that one. I saw that one. I don't know if there are more comments on it. The one comment when I saw it was from one of the Reddit mods, or not Reddit mods, one of the mods from Twitch, our Twitch. And they were just like, here's the TOS stuff. Here's a link to the terms of service. Which I'm fairly positive the ruling on that would be against TOS. Because I think Twitch ruled that if you are you can't just be in a bathing suit. You have to be like in water as well. Like there's I think that's what it is. Like if you're in any kind of swimming suit, you have to also be in water, or that is against TOS. Like you can't just be in like a bikini or something. Yes. Yeah, it's something like that. I've used it. Oh, the Splatoon Reddit a little. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I think I'm in that one as well. Dumb rules. I mean, I feel like it's fine. I'm okay with that, sort of. Because, I don't know. I think I don't know. I like my Twitch a little less saucy, TBH. And it gets pretty saucy. because I think what it was before, the reason why they ruled that was because it's basically just streamers in bikinis just doing nothing but being in a bikini, I guess. And so people were like, is this allowed? Gosh, it's blinding. So I don't know. I feel like that kind of makes sense to me. At the very least, just try to blend in, you know? At least try to make it, you know. Pretend that's not just, like, the only reason why you're doing it, I guess. But that's why now they have... That was, like, the time... Around the time the hot tubs... I don't remember the full name of the category. Hot tubs, pools, and something released? I don't know. Fairly positive. But yeah, I saw that. I saw that thread where I was like, okay. I mean, it just means segregate the different types of streams where bikini equals hot tub or whatever they do. But maybe instead just have a 16 plus or whatever stream category that falls into. I mean, I think it's supposed to. The problem is that it seems to, I don't know. People can just fake their ages on Twitch too easily, I think. And Twitch doesn't want to deal with that. But I don't know. I mean, it's still now you just go to the, I mean, there's plenty in just chatting, just about. They just might not be specifically in like bikinis. Fair, yeah, fair. But yeah, I mean, it's just, that was sort of just the meta for a bit. I feel like that's sort of changed now. Now everyone's like an ASMR streamer, basically. Quote unquote. And they have those like ear mics or whatever. I think that's, I mean, maybe that's changed. That was I think that might still be a bit of the meta, but I don't know. ASMR creeps me out. I don't mind. I think when it's like, there for the purposes of ASMR. But there is a lot that I think also, I'm just like, makes me feel very uncomfortable. I don't like this. Don't whisper, yell at me when you get a kill in Fortnite. Amazing. That's really funny. I don't like ear mics weird me out. There's something about that I don't really like. Imagine though, I have joked about it. I was like, imagine if that was just like someone's normal mic, but like they weren't doing it for ASMR. Jumping to a word call, but lurking. I don't even understand ASMR. Auto, is it auto? I don't know. I know M stands for meridian. That's and response. I don't know what the AS stands for. I've experienced ASMR. What's funny is, I remember experiencing ASMR growing up. It's for some reason, if someone's drawing, like I'll tingle. I'll be like, my brain starts to feel mushy, and I feel a tingle. It could be the tumor, but I think I'm fairly positive that's I'm fairly positive that's ASMR. Autonomous sensory meridian response. There we go. Thank you. What was I gonna say? So I understand what it is. Yeah, it gives you certain sounds might. It's usually like a relaxing tingling sensation. I think is what it's usually described as. if I'm watching, well, and I think it has to be, if I'm watching someone draw on paper and I'm sort of like hearing the scratchy noises of the pencil or whatever on the piece of paper, I just will focus in sort of on watching them draw. And I remember in like middle school, I think it was, just being like, oh. Like it feels like tingles in the back of your neck or whatever. I feel like I typically feel it on like my brain. But I remember at the time trying to describe that to people and nobody knew what I was talking about. And it wasn't until later that I realized that it has a name. But so ASMR then is like people generally, if you, generally I think it's people trying to cause that response in other people. So it's like people who watch it are trying to feel that tinkling relaxation. But there's a lot of different kinds, I think. Some where it's like it's either also though like some people apparently get it when people are like chewing with their mouth open, and that's like, no thank you. That's I don't want to listen to that. It's gross. A lot of times it's like people whispering, I think, or tapping on certain objects, or like that kind of stuff, I guess. But I've never sought that out yet. Like if Jet were to amplify the power washing stream as a source of audio sensory pleasure, yes. Bruised, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Yeah, Nightbot likes to welcome people in. Just vibing. Nice, nice. But yeah, so then there's like, I mean, I probably would not recommend searching for ASMR on Twitch. You'll probably find people with these mics that look like ears, and I think the current meta is just people like licking those mics, which that makes me very uncomfortable. But I have said I think it'd be hilarious to have one of those. Apparently they're like really expensive, but like a couple of $1,000s maybe. I think it'd be hilarious to have that as a mic, but you just use it as a normal mic. Like you don't use it like for its intended purpose. It's just like if I just hear you guys just, instead of having like this mic, even though you never see my mic on screen, but in the case there's this mic, would you just see like an ear? That would be hilarious to me. You'd be like, why do you have that? Anyway. But yeah, that's like a no thank you, please. I have felt those tingles, never knew it had a name, and I've never consciously associated with a particular sound, yeah. So some people, I guess, I don't know, have pinpointed maybe what it might be. There's a lot of people who say like they're teachers, depending on the teacher's voice may have also caused that response. I actually remember, this was another time, do you guys know the artist Moby? He has a very like, he has a very specific voice, like when he's talking. It's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, I remember watching some interview with him, and I remember feeling the same thing. And he just has like a very weirdly, like he talks very slow. And so, I don't know, I just remember watching it and just being like, my brain, it tingles. Am I dying? Years later, realized that was ASMR. Anyway. I feel like, is this also the floor? Oh, that's dumb. I was hoping this was going to be like, the edge was going to be its own thing, but it's not. It's this whole thing. Let's do this. I think blue top of this. How stream? How much power you have? Can you change the nozzles? I can. I can change the nozzles depending on what we have. So this is like detail. This is like a steady stream. This is more powerful, but less wide. Then you have like less powerful, but a little bit wider. This is very weak, but very wide. And then you have soap if you have it. I think I'm out of, well, I have soap, but I'm just not, it's not like charged currently. So yeah. Have you ever played this game before, Blue? I think your green screen has an off spot. It might. I wonder if I do. Oh. There we go. It was like an amiibo. I think your green screen has, yeah. Or the dirt is following you. No! Let's see. So... let's see how this goes. Yeah, I think it was blue. They taught me this. Switch to one of these and then just do it at an angle. I wonder how well it's working. I can't really tell. This gnome is in the way. I am on the pyramid. Yeah, we've been on it actually for a long time. I think we've done 2 streams. It's been a while since we played last. I think we've done 2 streams here. I did the upstairs, and then I think on another stream we like kind of continued it. And then I moved downstairs a little bit. But yeah, okay, I thought it was you. I thought you mentioned it, that this was the way. I think one day we joked, back to ASMR for a second, I think one time we joked with Pucks, something like, we were like, we're gonna get you one of those ear mics. And I think we looked it up and it's like thousands of dollars. So maybe not. So probably not. But look, next year, if I'm fundraising for an Australia trip, I mean, I'll do an ASMR stream if you guys want me to. Mr. Panda bought a fancy mic. Ooh, oh, that's right. He was asking about mics in Gizmo's channel, maybe? I think I recall. That's dope. I'd rather pay you to not do an ASMR stream. Well, you see, that's the deal. Then perfect. What did we also... Uh-oh. We said something else also. Like... what was it? Yesterday we said... I could do another stream sort of like that, but people were like, I would rather you not do it. And I was like, great. Then you guys could... we'll start off the stream like that until we reach a certain goal. Oh, the game is like... what if I freeze? Wishy, that statue is of you, right? Oh, right, that's what they call me. That's of me? Oh, it was an NPC stream, that's right. How does it feel to be worshipped as a god by an ancient civilization, something. That's what it was, yeah, an NPC stream. Yeah, we're gonna do an NPC stream until we reach a certain amount. Gang. I like the idea for some reason that it's not like you could just click away. For some reason, it's like, no, you're gonna stick around. I'll hack y'all's computers so you can't leave. Every time you close a tab, it just opens 2 more. You just hear an infinite amount of gangs. Ice cream's so good. For some reason, it keeps on like saving, sort of, but stuttering. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's happening. It's getting me nervous. See, like that. What's it doing? What's it doing? Agreed to let Mr. Panda buy his fancy mic only if he records himself singing Toxic and sends it to me? Why me? That's funny. Oh, I learned a word that I don't know how to say. I've realized. Yimit! Yimit, how are you? So then did you learn a word? No, it's a word I know. Because you wanted proof of when we went to karaoke. Bunny Delight, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? How's your day? I was for a little like sound alerts thing. I wrote the word narrator, and I was like, wait a minute, how do I even spell this? And then I realized that I think I might be saying it wrong, sort of.
Is this a murder? Why am I hearing yes?
Doing good. I'm stuck at work for another hour and a half. No. So, it's narrator. Narrator. Is that right? Is that how people say it? I think I've been saying narrator. Narrator, like I am a child. But I think it's... Because I was typing it out, and I was like... I was typing it out, and I spelt it like Narrarador, and I was like, wait a minute. There's too much. There's too much going on right now. This isn't right. I'm usually really good at spelling. What's with you always adding extra syllables? Narrator. Narrator. But I'd say a narrator. Narrator. And I'm learning that's not correct. Narrator. I can't wait to tell Pat. I might save that for narrator. I've never heard that. I know. That's what I was like. I think I'm saying this like a child. I'm pretty sure this is how a child would say it. But I have literally always said it like that. And it just hasn't been... I'm sure I've spelt it correctly. But... I'm usually good at spelling, but Anyway, not necessarily good at talking. But Bunny, I hope you're having a great day. I hope I haven't scared you away with my bad English. Gosh, what is going on, game? Is this level just too huge of a level that it's having trubs? You're doing a great job, thank you. Great job there, Homester. I don't think my PS5 likes this level. It's a very big level. It's a very big level. Very big level. Said the narrator. But yeah, I was typing out the Glenville Brown, the Disco Elysium narrator, and then I just kept saying narrator to myself. So it's narrator. You learn something new every day, they say. This is my thing. A word that children can say normally. But you know, we all start somewhere, they say. They say a lot of things. I'm trying to focus on the floor right now. Before we clean up more of these. We're at 41%. I think we've been here for like 3 streams. Narrator. Just keep adding more. Narrator. Narrator. Part of me wants to go back and try to see if I can find any other times I've said the word narrator to hear how I say it. Because I'm pretty sure by default I say narrator. And nobody has corrected me ever. How's this looking? Are these dirt spots? No, that's just the ground. The ground is just... It's like... little pock marks or something. We keep this up and none of them will sound correct. I think that I was also running into that problem when I kept saying it to myself. I was like, what am I even saying anymore? Gosh, this game, what's happening? I've noticed on past levels, sometimes when you've like cleaned, if it's like a level that has a lot of dirt, sometimes once you've cleaned like most of it, it will occasionally stutter. This is like every few seconds though. Got the trim. I don't want to go back to work. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Sassy. Going back to work after you're like already done is no fun. What do you even have to do for back to school night? Like what does that even look like? Planning to go into the office today, but second day after vacation, I said no. I don't blame you. I wanted to keep sleeping. You needed a vacation from your vacation. anytime I've taken, I mean, I have not really had a vacation in many moons. But anytime I've taken one, I always end up taking a few extra days off. Just because it's like, I don't, you know, you have to, it takes time to adjust getting back to, like, not vacation mode. Oops. You know? By the way, this is one of my favorite songs on this playlist. I even added it to my non-streaming playlist. If this song is ever in a video ahead, that's the end of the sentence. I don't really have anything else. I don't know why I said if. This song will likely be in a video in the future. I already know what it would be too, but I can't tell you guys. Explain all the policies and procedures of 4th, 5th grade, such as homework, tests, demerits. Oof. That sounds fun. I've had a mental image for what I would want a video to this song would be.
Not so long ago, in the mysterious land
You
of
missed
Toronto,
a spot.
Canada.
Eruption of laughter from streamer and chat. La 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 la. What? How are you, Gizmo? How's your day? Tired? No, just work. How are you? Doing good, doing good. Had a lot of work today. Still a lot to do, it feels like. Just work? Meh. Gizmo, imagine if work was just not a thing. Tip's imaginary hat. Tip of the hat. Megizmo. I'm supposed to answer some questions for parents, but they don't read the handout. They don't pay attention during the meeting, and we end up repeating ourselves. Ugh, that's annoying. Could you imagine no work? I want to. See? Well, 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 Brad. Bradley? Is that how we're just gonna start saying hello to each other now? I'm gonna have Nightbot say that. Why couldn't I just be nepotismally wealthy? You know? Just questions I ask myself. Honestly, I wish I could work from home and not have to interact with or report to other people. Well, I still have to report and work with other people. But at least it's not like in person. Gizmo, say the word narrator. A narrator. I'm Bart Horse. What is this? Horseville? Because I'm surrounded by a bunch of naysayers. I was just discussing with chat that I think I've learned that I don't know how to say it correctly. Or, I mean, I think I figured it out, but I generally don't say it correctly. I just want to be left alone for 8 hours. Is that too much to ask? As an educator? I don't know. Wait a minute. This is its own platform? But this is not? Lame. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. Really one of the few dings we've gotten all stream, pretty much. Here's another one, maybe? Still so much to clean. What else is going on? Anything fun? Anything exciting? By the way, I know we were talking about me playing horror games for a second, or yesterday, but I would just like to tell you that I was so focused on the ground, I looked up, and that rock that's over there, it actually kind of scared me a little bit. Because when I was moving, I thought it was a person, and I got really scared. So all I'm saying is that things would be bad if I started playing horror games. See, because it kind of looks like a leaning person with, like, hair. I would spook myself very often. It is kind of scary looking. It is kind of scary looking. Cannot wait for horror games. Oh, boy. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. The school sent home forms on the first day of school for the parents to fill out and return. I got them back from all but one student. I asked him again today if he had the papers and showed him an extra copy of them, and he reported mom still hasn't filled them out. Asked him if he had the papers in his folder still, and he said, what papers? Was he in the same conversation as me? Oh. I wish I still got scared by games. Oh, man. Want to trade? Want to trade? Because I don't know. Pox played some scary game recently, and I got scared just watching him play. I wasn't even playing it. Like, I jumped in my chair. I was like, goodness. I can't even imagine playing this. Scary. I don't like being scared is the problem. Pugs needs to chill with the games. He plays to trigger all these emotions. Was it Bendy? I don't think it was Bendy. That one I kind of found funny because he did not think that was going. He didn't realize that it was a scary game. I think he thought that, like, just graphically and kind of like atmospherically it was supposed to be sort of like, you see, it's like Steamboat Mickey, but no, Steamboat Willie. It's scary. I mean, yeah, there's horror elements in it. There's a lot of like Steamboat Willie. There we go. It's no, I said Mickey, not Nicky. Steamboat Nicky. No, Mickey Mouse. That's still hilarious, though. Nicholas Mouse. You don't know him? What reality is this? It is scary. There's like some pop-out stuff. Have you played a Gizmo? I would say it's eventually really not that scary, but I think as the game continues, it's not scary, but there are some like horror-ish elements sort of to it. I mean, this was not the game that I jumped in, but there was, he was like, yeah, I think it's not like, it's really not scary at all. And then it was, there were a few pop-outs that got him that made me laugh. But there was some other game he played that I jumped. Can't remember what it was. It may have been SCP something, an SCP game. I can't remember. Giznies and Mickey Mouse. I mean, isn't Steamboat Willie copyright free now or something, or will be soon? We can make our own version. We could make our own version. Okay, we're almost done with the atrium floor. Very excited. This is big steps for us. Very good news. Gizmo, what are you playing today? Also, did you finish Yakuza? Bloodborne tonight. Did you finish Yakuza? Just gave up? That's fair. Why did you give up? I thought about playing, because Emmers recommended Judgment to me, which I think is in the same, it's in the same universe or something, but like a different game. Nobody seemed interested. Hard to recap every stream, long cutscenes, tough to get through it all. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. So I never know when to play kind of like longer games like that, because I was watching someone play Judgment and it looked cool. Yeah. I haven't seen any of it played, but being that it's like a detective game, it seems kind of neat. But yeah, I never know when to play those types of games. Also, I skipped a lot of the side stuff for brevity on stream, and I'd probably want to do that if I was playing normally. I hear that. It's not a great game for me to stream. Yeah. I definitely have had games like that, where I'm like, I don't know if I'm the streamer for this. Like, I'm sure there are people who would stream X whatever game, and they do it well. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I don't think that's me. or if like, yeah, sometimes it's tough if it's like, you know, if chat seems disinterested or something in the game, then it's like, okay, there's like nothing left. Where? Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is the centerpiece, not the centerpiece. We'll still get okay, that makes sense. I think I want to try streaming Judgment at some point. I just don't know when. And that's the tough part. Anytime I play like a story game, I'm like, when do I put this into the schedule, and how do I even schedule it out? Because are people like, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough for me. Let's do this. The game is scaring me. I feel like it's gonna crash at any moment. Disco Elysium, I think, was one of the games that one was a tough one for me, because I was like, I feel like people either want to play it so they're not watching it, or are uninterested. But I'm absolutely loving playing it. And so I just kind of, I mean, I just played it on my own because I was like, look, I was like, I want to play this so bad. But with other games, if I'm less on board with it, then it's like, it's tough for me to figure out. With the Steam Deck, you can play so many horror games. I know. I know. I say that with hesitation. But, oh, look at all this I left. I don't know if you were here when I was saying this, but yesterday I was like, next year I might try something, and it either is going to, like, it's either going to, people might be okay with it, or they're going to unfollow me immediately. But I was like, I would love to figure out some way to fundraise to go to Australia, because otherwise I don't know how I'd get there. I started to toss out the idea of, like, what if, like it would be sort of like a year-long push to Australia and, like, funding for it. And I was thinking that maybe monthly I would do, like, a special fundraising type stream where maybe I play, like, a horror game. So, like, pretty much all the horror games that I've said that I would never play, like Phasmophobia and other dumb stuff like that I'm going to hate. I was like, what if we made that a thing? Because I don't know. I mean, if that's what it takes, I'll do it. But I don't want to do it. I could add what's like scare sounds. You know. I would hate it, but I'll do it if I get to go to Australia. I'm glad you chose to continue playing on stream. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's some story games that, for the most part, if I'm super interested in the game, I'll be like if it's a game that I've been super pumped about, I'll be like, I don't care. I'm gonna just play this anyways because I just want to play it. But I try to generally find like a balance of, is this a game that I want to play, but also do people seem interested in it? Because otherwise, if it's a game that nobody's interested in, I can just play that off stream sometime. But I try to find like a balance. Generally, I would never play a game that I have zero interest in, unless I'm trying to go to Australia. That's why I didn't watch you play Disco Elysium. It's still on my list. And I mean, and that's like totally understand, because it's so good, and I wouldn't want people to be spoiled of it if it was something that they wanted to play. Yakuza Kiwami is great though. Not sure which one you were playing. I was playing Zero. I liked it mostly. I fell off of Zero, but thought about giving it another shot. I own some Yakuza game. It was because it was on PS Plus. Lurk meeting. Enjoy, Brad. I hope you have a good day. What part of this atrium floor? I mean, there's like a couple random spots, but like I feel like it should just give it to us at this point. Anyway, so I might look into doing some horror games next year, if that's what it takes. There we go. Thank you so much. Yeah, I might look at doing some. If you guys can get me to Australia, I'll do it. I'll need like a list of all the scary games you guys would want me to play. When I code for Yakuza Kiwami Warstream a while back, I know nothing about it. I actually really don't know much about the Yakuza series besides what Gizmo has played. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play it before. I've seen screenshots and some random clips, and that's sort of it. It's a pretty long-running game series. Game. Do you need like a break or something? I don't really. I'm trying to make this easy on you. I find it funny that my PS5 is like, Powerwash Sim, too strong. I'm assuming it's the game having trouble. I hope. Like, you would also think by having less dirt, there's like, it runs smoother. But it seems to be once you've like cleaned a certain amount, and this level is huge. Hold on, let's do. This is stone, right? Yeah, it is. Is this also... Yes, it is. I feel like they should have broken it up a bit more. Those dings are important for our sense of accomplishment. They really are. They really are. Is that... Can't tell that's clear. Yeah, this one has had very few dings because it's just like these giant pieces. That's all dirt, right? Yeah, it is. Sorry, I get focused on this game for some reason. I'll just start cleaning and then all of a sudden I'm like, I haven't said anything in a very long time. And it's just because I just get so focused. Gonna head back to school, but I'll pull up the stream on my work computer when I get there. All right, Sassy. Have a good trip to work. I hope back to school night goes well. If I need to say anything to the parents, let me know. Gosh, that was blinding. But we did it. Thank you, game. I need... How much stone stuff can we buy? Stone liquid. It's out of stock! That's no good. So does multi-purpose also work on stone? Like, is multi-purpose really multi-purpose? Or... what's the deal? I don't know if it does, really. Gosh. Because, yeah, I feel like... unless it's just not reaching... maybe the water's not reaching into some of these areas. Look at how stuttery it's getting. Because I'm, like, a foot away from it. I do none. There we go. Nope, still won't let me. They really made this one complicated. There's still actually a ton of content we still haven't done yet. Because apparently there's a new, like, story-adjacent update that came out for free that we have now. We have the Final Fantasy update and Lara Croft. And then there's a couple of paid ones we don't have. The music is so good. Emers, what'd you do today? Just work. Got anything fun planned for this evening? I want to get Oh, I meant to say, yesterday Gizmo was talking about, is that dirt? No, it's not. It's just, that's just what it looks like. Gizmo was talking about One Piece. Is that the statue? It was. Was talking about One Piece, and, today I saw somebody in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Subreddit came in and was like, they were like, what season does, or they're like, I'm a big fan of Buggy, aka Jeff Ward. At like what point does he show up in the show, and can I just skip to it? Everyone was like, he shows up in like season 5. I don't recommend you do that. That seems like a bad idea. But it's a good show. Episode 5. No, Jeff Ward, aka Buggy, or in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up in season 5. He's not a regular character until then, at all. He doesn't even appear in the show until then. And so they were like, yeah, you probably shouldn't skip. Also, it would like make very little sense what's happening if you did that. But this game is dying. I feel like the game does not like this level at all. It makes me nervy. This is the Able Sisters. I was like, what Animal Crossing song is this? Emmers, I don't know if you were here. I think this was before you arrived. We were talking about, apparently the Switch 2 might be even arriving like spring, summer of next year. Are the current rumors now? Supposedly, Nintendo has been showing, like some kind of working prototype or something. Wondering why they're still pumping out new Switches. Because they want money. But they supposedly showed off Breath of the Wild running on the next system. And they said it was running at 4K resolution and something else. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. The Mario ones, right? Oh, I guess that was different. Switch 2? Yeah, they said they were, I guess at the Tokyo Game Show, which maybe just happened. Apparently Nintendo was showing stuff behind closed doors. It's unreported that they showed... Oh, that's also true, that a new Donkey Kong game is coming out. I did hear that. Gamescom, that's what it is, yeah. That makes more sense. But I guess people were saying that they showed off Breath of the Wild running on the next gen system. So it was like 4K, 60 FPS. And was running pretty smooth or something. But it's leading people to think that Nintendo might be looking at releasing the next thing either spring or summer of next year. It's pretty much all but confirmed the next Nintendo. Yeah. Which is exciting, because that would also mean a new Animal Crossing. Yeah, I think I saw some kind of patent for like a Joy-Con drift fixing thing that made people also think like, okay, so we're either using similar Joy-Cons or something. Use field of effect now, so likely no Joy-Con drift issues for... Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. So I mean, like... New system when? When is the next Animal Crossing? I mean, Splatoon... so... The AC&H team stopped working on AC&H when they started working on Splatoon 3, because it's the same team. So, Splatoon 3, I mean, has been out for a bit, so, like... Surely they're working on the next Animal Crossing? Wait, really? The next Zelda? Yeesh. Oh, because, yeah, there's no Tears DLC. I did hear that. Which I'm honestly shocked about. What do we think it'll be? I hope they treat it like it'll be a big game. But they released AC games like 7 years or so. Yeah, it might be a while. But like, I mean, I feel like this Animal Crossing has dropped off majorly, you know? At this point. And, like, they likely wouldn't be working on the next Splatoon. It also launched at the craziest best time, yeah. I wonder how many people would... That's true. I wonder how many people, though, would, like, still give it a shot. Maybe not as many. But I think... I don't think they were prepared for it to be as big as it was. Because they just stopped supporting it, pretty much. And what's weird, it, like... So, like, the 3DS New Leaf has, like... I forget what you get in New Leaf for the new year. But it had, like, a bunch of, New Year's gifts put in the game up to a certain year. New Horizons, the New Year's gift has already stopped. Like, it was, I think they gave, it was like balloons up to, I don't even know if there was one for 2023. I don't think there was. I think the balloon stopped at 2022. And it just, it stops now. There's no more little, like... So I feel like, I don't know, part of me is like, surely... I don't know. I just want the next one to be good, and I want them to support it. Because, like, especially with the rise of, like, farm sim games and all that kind of stuff, they could, I mean, Animal Crossing could be... I mean, I know it's not a sim game, but... Or a farm sim game.
Piece of
Shady!
garbage!
How are you? AC was 2001, Wild World was 05, then 2012 was New Leaf, then 2020. Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. I could see them releasing one in the next year or two. I don't want to hear anyone talking about the tables. Wait, what tables? What tables, Shady? What tables do we need to be talking about? Or not talking about? How are you, Shady? Also, Gizmo, there was something I was gonna... What was it, Gizmo? What was it, Gizmo? There was something I was going to tell you. They're how I keep my house hot. Oh, wait, this is a I don't think you should, or I think you should leave thing, isn't it? This is a, yeah. This is an I think you should leave thing. I get it. I understand now. I'm surprised Gizmo isn't saying something about it. But I know now. I know. Because that's like one of the few clips I've seen. But Shady, how are you? How's it going? Oh, a side note. This wasn't what I was going to say earlier. But I just want everyone to know that my Spotify weekly has been on point recently. And I am enjoying it. This is also part of it. Wednesdays, Schmensdays. Oh, you being in the future. Oh, you know what I need? Like, something like this. I hope your day's going well. Is atrium wall. Okay. This is also the atrium wall. Is this the atrium wall? Ceiling wall. Ah. It's pretty confusing. All right. That's right. Gosh. That's right, your spring. I hope your spring is gonna go well. Look at that in a sec. Okay. How's the power washing going? It's going. I feel like the game is dying. It's like stuttering, and it's just like I think this level is just too much. It's just too much for it. We couldn't handle it at its worst, and now we can't handle it at its best. But it's going pretty well. How are you, Gilmore? Oh. That sounds. I hope your parents had fun. Vacating. Ooh, they're bringing a dinner home, so that's nice. Nom nom. I have to go to the grocery store after stream. To get foodstuffs. For Dean. Gosh, see, look at that. The game is like struggling with this level. Makes it difficult to clean. If there was like an auto clean this level button, I probably would at this point. I know that's like the whole point of this game, but like when it stutters like this. I haven't made like spaghetti in forever, but I'm kind of feeling spaghetti. I don't really eat spaghetti very often. I actually could not tell you the last time I had spaghetti. You make spaghetti. Love me some pasta. Yeah, I don't really... I could not tell you the last time I had any kind of spaghetti. Does mac and cheese count as spaghetti? Never tried it? Spaghetti? Mac and cheese does not count as spaghetti. Okay, yes. It's pasta. With its own pasta. Yeah, I don't know when I had spaghetti last. It's elbow macaroni. Well, I mean, mine was seashells, but you know. I've had paschetti. Is that similar? I think so. I think so. That's kind of like, I mean... You weren't here when we were discussing this, but I was saying earlier that I think I've been saying the word narrator wrong. Narrator wrong. But I think I've learned now. Gosh, this game. But I feel like paschetti is very similar to. What were you saying before? Narrator. Narrator. There's like too many syllables. I'm pretty positive. I was saying it like a child. Like narrow-rator? Almost like that many syllables. Narrow-rator. I have said that forever. I was trying to spell it to make the announcement in the Discord about the new stream alerts. And Lenville Brown doing them for us again. And then I was typing narrator, which I know I've spelled correctly before. But when I typed it out, I spelled it like Narrarator. And I was like, wait, this doesn't look right. This is like on Taskmaster when the guy realized live he's been saying sandwich this entire life. That's amazing. That sounds familiar. What season was that? I love Taskmaster. Or series. Sorry, what series? Sandwich. 8 maybe? Who was that? Sounds familiar. That's funny. Joe or Ian? That's Ian. I forget his name. I think he was really funny, though he got really competitive. He got very competitive. Love James Acaster. So Series 7 has a special place in my heart. He was really funny in that one. That one was a great, like, cast overall. Ian Sterling! That's right. He was on that same show with the dog. The We're Just Normal Men dog. Lassie? No, you've surely, Shady, you've seen that video of the We're Just Normal Men. We're just... It's the dog puppet. And the girl, surely you've seen that. Okay, yeah, I was like, okay, good. Yeah, I think he's on. We're just innocent men. Yeah, that's what it is. Gosh, her laugh is hilarious. But we're just normal men. What? We're just innocent men. I think he was on that same show. I'm pretty sure. Cause he did, cause in Taskmaster he does a puppet or something, and so he was. I think he was saying something about that show. Anyway. Rigatoni! Welcome in! How are you? Yeah, James Acaster's hilarious. Rigatoni, what were you playing? How was your stream? You were playing, hold on, I can't even see it because I have my chat reversed. Wait. Gonna make the thing go down. You're playing, oh gosh, I can only see the 3. You're playing a third of something. Baldur's Gate 3! How was Baldur's Gate? How was your stream? New peeps, I have a video to show you real fast. It's our newer raid video. It's just so that you get familiar with me in the stream. So please either enjoy or do not enjoy this. Hi Raiders, I'm Jet, your 4th favorite streamer. Yeah, 4th. I'm like that extra napkin in your takeout bag. Not really necessary, but you can throw me in the glove box to sneeze into one day. Are you looking for an exciting streamer, or perhaps just someone good looking? Well, if you want the rush of watching paint dry, I'm your Picasso. As for my looks, I'm a 4 out of 10 on a good day. Imagine a potato cosplaying as a slightly less impressive potato. Throw a beard on that and you've got me. I may not be winning any beauty contest, but at least I can confidently claim the title of worst. If you want the best content, then look elsewhere. Follow the streamers I just linked in chat. They are much more likable than me. But hey, if you're into the rugged charm of a crumpled paper bag, then hit that follow button with a reluctant sigh, because I can promise you this. Buckle up for a family-friendly adventure that's like watching me make a friend. It's slow, it's messy, and yet uncomfortably heartfelt. Catch you on the flippy flip. So yeah, welcome in everybody. I hope that gives you some idea of what to expect. But how was Baldur's? It's pretty solid. How far into the game are you? I have not played any of it, but I have seen a couple people play it. Incoming pasta raid. We were just talking about pasta. Did you know? I was just saying I have not had spaghetti in a long time, and if chat considered macaroni and cheese spaghetti, the answer was no. So good, thank you. But Johnson, welcome in. How are you? Rigatoni, how's it going? We were just talking about Taskmaster also. Barely started, but punch lasers and pineapples and hatchets have got me interested, so I'm trying it out. Nice. I know Johnson's been playing it. I don't own the game yet. I might at some point. I haven't decided. Love that Taskmaster. Taskmaster is so good. Bob Mortimer is one of my favorite, like, British panel comedian people, and so I really like the series that he's in because he's just hilarious. He's just so funny. Taskmaster New Zealand 4 is finishing this week. It's been solid. Ooh. It's actually Pineapples who's been playing it on my account for 60 hours. Wait, weren't you streaming it? Were you not streaming it? Was Pineapples playing in your seat? I did stream it last night. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. See, I knew. I was like, wait a minute. I don't think I made this up. Sweet Johnny Druid. I love that. That's very close to your wrestling persona. I would love to be on Taskmaster, though. I think that'd be so fun. That makes sense. All the Riz. I know the lingo. I'm hep with it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it'd be super fun to be on Taskmaster. Have someone make tasks for you. You get to do them. You maybe win, but I feel like it doesn't even matter if you win or not. It would just be fun to do them. Really, I just want to be thought of. I watched James Acaster on Taskmaster and subsequently all his stand-up specials. We actually right before the raid, we were talking about James Acaster. I got a friend who's trying to plan a Taskmaster birthday. That's amazing. I think a friend of mine went to one because I saw some pictures of it like on Instagram. And I was like, oh, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, that'd be super fun. A lot of logistics, I feel like. There was a great task this year where they had to inflate as many balloons as possible in 10 minutes and put them on the table. And then at 30 seconds left, the 2 hidden fans on the ceiling turned on and blew the table. Oh no, that's incredible. You should be the Taskmaster and give chat tasks to complete and record them and share them on stream. I feel like that could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. I don't know how we would like, the hard part is like, in Taskmaster, some of the tasks, it's like, it works because they're so limited in what they have. So it'd be tough to figure out how to like, I don't know. There'd be ways to do it, different types of tasks. Maybe that's something we add for next year. I don't know how to incorporate that. Maybe. Next year's gonna be wild. I'm trying to think of everything and anything. Point routine. With all these added, it's just put it on the docket for next year. Shady, I don't think you were here yesterday. That was yesterday, right? So I was telling chat that my interest and desperation to go to Australia has increased over the past month-ish. And so part of me was like, look, like, I don't know how I would get there besides fundraising my way there. So like, what if all of these horror games that I've said that we would never play, what if I played them on stream on like special fundraising streams that goes towards a trip to Australia? And that's like our 2024 goal. Basically all money goes towards getting me to the Straya. But look, if there's a way I can also, I'll take any ideas now. If I need to incorporate Taskmaster into the stream, great.
Yeah, baby.
I'll do it. Oh, Pawns, welcome in. So look, we're just gonna add it to the next year. Add it to next year's ideas. You would think at some point I would need to actually start then thinking about next year, but that's for later. Oh, Pawns, how are you? Well, NPC stream could be an option. I think, though, we've decided that it would be I NPC stream until you guys reach a certain amount. So, because I feel like I've realized most people don't want me to NPC stream. So we NPC stream until a target is reached. The tourist board is going to give me a commission for my good work. Perfect. I was like, I don't know how else I'll get down there. But look. I mean, I'll play horror games. We'll add jump scare sound alerts. Whatever is the most entertaining. So that you guys help me reach my goal. Is it legit called NPC? I'm so old, so it's all cringe to me. Yes, it go full VTuber. I don't know VTubering. I mean, well, it might help me. It might help me. Sounds like my nightmare. Exactly. It is my nightmare. It is called an NPC stream, Opons, because the premise is that you are like being interacted with like an NPC. Like NPCs say the same things, you know, repetitively if you talk to them too many times or whatever. Kill more. Wait. Why is it playing for you guys? Why didn't it play? Did you guys hear that? You heard it? Why didn't I hear that? Hold on. Thank you so much for those 500 bits. But hold on, let me figure this out. You guys heard it, but I didn't? That's weird. I love that sound alert though, so I kind of want to hear it again. I think I can play them for freezies. So hold on, let me try. Ah, I see. I'm over here wasting my time trying to game dev. I should be doing NPC streams. Well, I don't know if they're still like at its peak, but the main person who was doing NPC streams is making about $7,000 a day. So if I did it once, I could afford. I mean, if I was that successful, I could do it once. And okay, hold on. Let's test. Wait. Oh. Can I just play it?
Run.
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. That's loud for you guys, though. Why couldn't I hear it before? Okay, there we go. I just wanted... apologies if that was loud. But now we got it working. I just had to make sure. But Gilmore, thank you so much for those 500 bits. I'll put that towards our... What's that from? I know it from a Vine. Where it's like the wind is blowing. And there's like a... beach umbrella that's like it's kind of like being tossed and turned over like a tumbleweed, and this guy has another one and like tries to throw it at it to stop it, and he misses. And then timed with the run, it then cuts to like all of these beach umbrellas are like chasing after him, basically. Anyway, not really chasing after him, but the wind is just blowing super hard. Anyway, but thank you again, Gilmore. We will put that towards our new alerts. We'll put that towards our new alerts thing that we're doing. For those that don't know, Lanville Brown, aka the narrator of Disco Elysium, has agreed to make more sound alerts for us, and so we're raising money. Yesterday we got to 120, so we're actually almost already halfway there. And the way it's going to work is people who Now you're thinking, yeah, I mean, now every time like narrator is not a word. Speaking up, I'm running away. Shady, have a good day. I hope you have a good one. So yeah, we're raising money for new alerts. We're getting double the amount that we did last year. And I'm very excited because he has an amazing voice, and I'm glad that he agreed to do more. Oh, and people who contribute will be able to suggest a line, and then those who contribute will vote on the line out of all the suggested ones. So, excited to see what you guys come up with. It's run by AWOL Nation. Okay, I just know it from the Vine though. Do it for the Vine. Vines were a simpler time. That was a simple time. Now things are complicated with NPC streams and all of that stuff. But yeah, Opans. They're called NPC streams. Some of the people are like they also move like an NPC, and it's very unnerving. I don't like it. The moving I find very uncomfortable. Like, you know how NPCs have like an idle animation that's usually like someone moving way too much, like like they're like doing that. That's like what they're doing when it's just as a default, and I don't like it. It makes me very uncomfortable. It's like uncanny valley. I don't understand why I miss Vine, but avoid TikTok. It's just different. It was a different time of the internet, I think. When I first saw it, I was like, what am I watching? Yeah. So look, I'll NPC stream if it gets me to Australia. Gotta run, have a great stream. Josso, so good to see you. I hope you have a good one. Have a great day. Whatever it takes, yeah. It's pretty much what my it's pretty much at this point. Because I was just thinking about it, I think at some point. I was like, I feel like if I don't try just something, I'll never go. And I would like to go at some point. I haven't been on a vacation I haven't left Alaska in 12 years. So I was like, I want to do something. So maybe I can convince chat to help send me there. And if that means I have to play horror games and, you know, be an NPC, then I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. We'll do ASMR streams. We'll do whatever will convince you all. Or whatever would annoy you more that then you pay me to stop, you know? That's awesome. Or hear me out. A 24-hour stream. I mean, I have said I would wait for being a partner, but I mean, could try. I mean, if I did just say whatever it takes. I did just say whatever it takes. Maybe? No, this isn't done. There we go. I think we haven't even reached 10 additional percent this stream yet. Let's do this wall. I wonder what Ophons is typing. But so far I've said maybe horror games. Oh, there it goes. Go on Kickstarter. You're making a video game and need references from Australia. Set goal X. Take a trip, post pics, and make a basic HTML game. The backers won't know that that's what it'll be. I mean, it seems potentially like people would be very upset with me. But I did say whatever it takes. So I did just say game. I just not what type. I actually almost downloaded Godot the other day, by the way, Ophons. So maybe I could make a game. I could make a visual novel about an Alaskan streamer who wants to go to Australia. Okay, what was going on with Unity? I heard... I didn't hear the news, but I saw people talking about it. Is it something like some kind of fee or something is happening? Because I saw on the indie dev Reddit that they were like, would you continue to use Unity if something? They're gonna start charging monthly? Sounds like an unrealistic game to me. No! Get more. Don't say that. It's going to send all those devs to Unreal. So, like, if you have a game out that is using it, like, you have to pay them, or is it just during like the dev process, or like, I guess is it going like subscription, like Adobe is subscription, or like you pay monthly to use it? Because that is kind of annoying. Dang, why is everything a subscription service these days? Also, I had to, my Stream Deck just crashed. So it's very likely going to play all of your alert sounds again, just so you know, when it fully connects.
Anyway, lead on. Allons-y, but not too fast. Crack's going.
But using something while you're a broke indie dev, that's also true. Yeah, that's gonna be super tough. Yeah, why? My wallet doesn't like it. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, indie devs might have a lot of trouble with that then. That's gonna suck for a lot of people if they're like currently using Unity right now. And are like, but... So, okay, that makes sense. Because I saw some inkling of that. I didn't actually know what the news was. I could make a game in Godot. Uni has been making terrible choices for years now. Oof. I feel like most Kickstarter games, though, typically have, like, a prototype running, you know, or, like, screenshots. I don't know how I could, I don't know how I'd be able to convince anyone. I actually, wait, I had an idea. I had an idea for an Australian dating sim once. And I'm trying to remember what the premise was. I've seen some only broken promises. You could be one too, you know? really shooting for the stars. That's fair. I'm sure I've backed a couple that never really amounted to anything. Honestly, it's like, I feel like if you just, I mean, there's some people who like follow their, like, with the things that they back pretty well. But honestly, like, if I back something, if they just wait enough years, I won't remember that I backed it. And then it'll be like many years later where I'll be like, what happened to this? I wanted to do one as a scam, but my wife said no, she's the moral one. That's amazing. That's probably a smart move. You don't want people upset with you, you know? Don't want people upset with you. But, yeah, I remember thinking about an idea for an Australian dating sim game. I can't remember, like, I had some idea behind it. I just don't remember. I don't remember any of the details now. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. A Jar Jar dating sim. Let's go. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like, well, that wouldn't work because obviously Disney would be like, and shut down. Wait, but why would I? Again, wait, I would. How would I convince them to send me to Australia if it was a Jar Jar dating sim? Look, I can't explain why, but I have to go to Australia. You'll see when the game releases. That's all I can tell you. No spoilers. But it is imperative to the dev cycle that I go to Australia. Watch this anime was so bizarre. It was about a guy who wanted to make a dating sim. He then plays every dating sim and never makes his game. That sounds hilarious. That sounds amazing. It was a funny idea. Yeah, is it a funny how long is it also? Okay. Oh my gosh. Imagine most of this being clean. Well, by most I mean like if I look down. You guys can't see the ceiling. Was one season? Okay, that makes sense. That sounds funny though. There are some really good one-season animes, though, out there. Some I still want more of, but I think it's past its time now. I think I've talked about this anime before. There was one that I saw on Crunchyroll when I had a Crunchyroll that I forget the full title of the anime is super long. It's like something common when supernatural battles became commonplace. I think that's what it's called.
In French, in France,
Brad, welcome back.
we would say baguette.
A one-season live-action Cowboy Bebop. Actually, well, the normal Cowboy Bebop is also one season. But and a movie. What I liked about when supernatural battles became commonplace, I liked the premise a lot. It was about these kids in school. I think they're in high school. They get superpowers. But like, the show is more of like a slice of life anime where like nothing crazy happens. Like, they don't ever really have like something to fight. They just happen to have, they were normal and then they just happened to like something, I can't remember what it was, but something happened and they got superpowers one day. And the main character, his superpower, he makes a big deal out of his superpower. But his superpower is that he can create a flame in his hand, but it's like not a hot flame, and he can't throw it. Like, it's just a flame that appears in his hand. I think it's blue. I think it's or purple or something. And that's it. And everyone else has like super cool powers though. Like someone can stop time. Someone can just create anything she wants with her mind. But he can just he just creates a flame and that's it. And I don't know, the idea of that just makes me laugh. Also, I have another meeting. Just wanted to remind everyone about live action Cowboy Bebop. No, why though? I hope you have a good meeting. Oh yeah, I have the movie in a box with a Japanese anime DVD. Wait, in a bow? In a box. I have not bought an anime in forever. I think I would buy Odd Taxi on Blu-ray. I saw that they had that. I think that's really... That's really the only one. Ah. Okay. There we go. Is this done? It is. Okay, so we have the ceiling here. We're gonna have to still go upstairs. And then we have all of the outside to do. Maybe that won't be so bad. Maybe the outside won't be so bad. Because it'll be primarily just like... We still have to go back out upstairs. We'll go for... 15, 20. Zelda has such great music, it really does. All of it, like a lot of it is very, just iconic. Now hold on, let's try this again. Does multi-purpose work? I don't think it, well. It really does not work well on stone. Okay, so maybe it's not really multi-purpose, you know? I don't really know if it's multi-purpose. Seems very... Gosh. It's gonna take forever. I should have saved the stone soap. Ocarinas, but absolutely. Just a lot, almost everything about Ocarina was very memorable. I really enjoyed the title screen. I know people were talking about the Starfield title screen because someone made a comment about like that the Starfield title screen is just the logo which is they're like, it seems very lazy and stuff. And a lot of people got angry about that. But to their point, I don't know if a simple title screen necessarily means laziness, but I will say that like an iconic title screen is very memorable and like sticks with you. I still remember the Ocarina of Time title screen and how it made me feel. I'd even say like The Last of Us has a very simple title screen, but it's very memorable because of the atmosphere that it gives. Like it's like a camera that's kind of pointed towards a window, and you can just see sort of like the curtain blowing a little bit and the music that plays and everything. So I don't know. I get what they mean, but it made a lot of people upset. Oh, also, I heard that Embracer might be selling Gearbox, which is interesting. I always like God of War. It's Kratos' face, then you push start, and it starts from another perspective. Yeah! That is a pretty sweet title screen. So, like, I don't know. I kind of get what they're saying, because you can have a simple or, like, minimal title screen, but it's still be kind of, I don't know, memorable, or, like, it helps you get into sort of, like, the feel and mood of the game. So, I don't know. I get it, but... like it so much we did that for Survivor, yeah. It's such a dope title screen. Yeah, but apparently Gearbox might be up for sale again soon. Really curious, because they were bought by Embracer just a few years ago. Curious what that could mean. The Battleborn subreddit was like, oh, maybe we can finally get a sequel. I was like, I don't think so. Look, I don't think so. I think that ship sailed. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I wonder if there's a Borderlands game in the works. The last game was Tiny Tina's. I didn't actually ever hear how well if that game did well. I think I saw some mixed reviews, but I never bought it because I never finished Borderlands 3. Oh yeah, right, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it was like received well or if it was a mix, is what I heard. I honestly think I mean, maybe Borderlands 3 gets better or something, but Borderlands 2 seems to be one of the best ones. Like, I know a few people who haven't played any of them, and they're like, should I just hop into 3? And I was like, actually, even though there's more quality of life stuff in 3, I feel like Borderlands 2 is, if you want like a fun time, start with Borderlands 2 maybe. Also because the story kind of builds off of 2, but slow and steady. Let's get this side. Oh, is that the same? No. Yeah, I haven't seen, I saw like a couple of people playing Tiny Tina's when it first released, and then they all stopped. So it makes me feel like, I don't know, maybe I'll pick it up one day if it's on like super sale. Oh, also, very excited. They announced a new update coming to Dome Keeper in October. So we might stream that again whenever the update's live. I think it's like early October. Where they're adding 2 different types of domes. And like some new mechanics to the game. I'm very excited because I really enjoyed it. We streamed it once, but I played it a bunch off stream. It's super fun. And that game was made by Godot. Or in Godot. Not by Godot. This is also on my driving playlist. It graduated from my stream playlist to like a song that I actually listen to off stream.
This swarthy,
Eliana,
bearded man
welcome
before
in.
you will soon be your 4th favorite streamer.
How's it going? How is your day? Are you a power washer? How's it going? We are on like one of the last levels. Don't know if you're a power washer. I don't know if how far you've gotten, but we're on one of the last story levels. But how's it going? How was your day? I don't like spoiling games for people, so I like to just give a warning. I'm doing good. How are you? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Do you like Powerwash Sim? You're also fine. Nice. Good, good. Always good to hear. Where are you from? One side note, no need to caps everything. Just as a heads up. I'm from the US, from Alaska. What about you? Just so you know, caps locks might be enabled. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. We stream a lot of games. What kind of games do you like? Oh, Pons. Why am I laughing so much? Oh, boy. If that's your concern, you're in the wrong place. But Opons, I know you said yesterday, maybe 2024 Apex streams. If that's what it takes, I'll do it. That's what I thought. Actually, though, sure. Send me, DM me on oh, Emmers. I was actually, okay. I was, thank you though for doing that. I was actually though, I was like, I would really love to, no, you're totally good. I was about to see if we could, try to find where they're stealing their art from on stream. How fun would that have been? That's also true. That's a good point. I mean, I honestly think, surely, okay, yeah, good. I immediately was like, this is very sus. Very sus. I clicked on their profile. To see if it, because sometimes they put on there in their bio like, oh, I make art and stuff, and I'm like, you clearly don't belong here. But gosh, I was like, part of me, so the other day I was thinking, I was like, one of the next times we get somebody who comes in to sell stuff, I'm gonna like live look at their profile and point it out that they're stealing stuff. But that's okay. And it's probably for the best, honestly. It's probably for the best. It's maybe a little vindictive of me to do that. So maybe it's for the best if we don't do that. But gosh, I sure hate when they come in. Last time, though, this person... I mean, a TBH, I don't like when people start off a conversation, especially if I don't know them, with a "hey, buddy." But last time, the person came in and said something to the effect of like, "You're the most handsome person I have ever seen," or something like that. And I just immediately banned them. I didn't even say anything. I just was like, goodbye. I just went, good, you're banned. But a "hey buddy" doesn't get you banned. It does immediately put you on my "this is very suspicious" list. And that's even in person. If I have never talked to you before and you say "hey buddy," no thank you. No thank you, please. Come on. Okay, there we go. Last time I was in another stream, it was "hey beautiful." Mods were like insta ban. Yeah, 100%. That's definitely like. Okay, yeah, there you go. I'm gonna report them also. This was... or wait, maybe I do that through here. Boop. Oh, there we go. Spams, scams, or bots? Hannah! Welcome in, how are you? I've been hacked. No! How long have you been streaming? I mean, if that's a legitimate question, over 3 years. But if, but if that's if you're being a scam bot, oh no. I can show you my portfolio and no. Gosh. The most annoying. Every time, because like sometimes they're like, well, I think I don't know if this is typical of if they do it in your stream. Sometimes this is a Discord thing though, where they'll message you and they'll be like, "Oh man, I'm a huge fan of your stream," or "I watch your stream all the time," or something, or like whatever. Also, can I sell you portfolio stuff? And it's like, okay. I am gonna scream. I haven't gotten that one. Oh, really? I don't know if I've ever gotten that on stream, but I've seen it in Discord when if they personal message you, sometimes they'll be like, "I'm a huge fan of yours." Whatever. And every time I'm like, well, then clearly you would know that I made my own emotes, so you're the worst. But Lana playing the long con. Honestly, the longest con I have seen is it was on Tank's stream when somebody chatted with him for like an hour, and then but it was confusing. And you guys would find it funny if you play Apex, because it was one of the times we were playing in the mornings, and somebody came in and said, and started talking, and then I think we asked him if he played Apex or something, and I don't remember his answer, but he started talking about crypto, and we were like, oh, like, so you're a crypto main? And then we kept talking, and then we realized, and then it was like an hour later, we realized that he was like he was trying to talk to us about cryptocurrency, and and then supposedly he messaged Tank after stream on his Twitter and tried to sell him on a crypto game. But he chatted for a full hour just trying to eventually then try to sell him something. And it was like, dang, that's like a lot of commitment to end up getting nowhere. Certainly the longest con. But that's great. Yeah, it took us a while. I think it wasn't until after he had messaged Tank and started talking to him about crypto game that I think we were like, oh, when he was talking about crypto, he wasn't talking about the game. That makes so much more sense. Like, I didn't quite understand what he was talking about. Now I get it. Entrance wall? It seems so much dirtier. Gosh. What counts as the entrance wall? Gosh, I hate portfolio. We actually don't typically get a lot of portfolio people here, partially because in order to chat here, you have to have a verified phone as well. I know a lot of people don't like that, but oops, too bad. Too bad. So we don't get it too often. So sometimes I'm impressed when they get through. Oh, this is also the entrance wall. Interesting. A lot of people don't like that. We have that set, and I understand why, but we got a lot of like trolls sort of anytime we were in just chatting, and so I switched it to that, and so we have a lot less trolls now, but looks like still even some of the portfolio bots would get through. Gosh, they're so annoying though. One of the days where I was modding for Pucks, he got like multiple, I think, on the same day, and I just had the hammer ready. Like, anytime someone would like speak for the first time, I would click on their name so I could see when they created their account, and if it was like within the year or within probably 6 months, maybe not within the year. If it was like at the start of the summer, or sooner, and they started chatting, I would already click on their name so I could see the date, and then I would just be ready. And then like as soon as they said anything that was like portfolio related, it was just like, you're gone. You're gone so fast. Not here, not today. Like, how annoying. I was actually, what was crazy, okay, so Mon, who started streaming, he got like 2 or 3 on the same day. It was one of his first streams. And, and 2 of them had the same first name. Like, it was the same convention, like, a lot of them have just like normal sounding names or normal-ish sounding names. Oh, this is also the entrance wall. So two of them. Bunny, welcome back. How are you? Two of the portfolio scammers he got had the exact same name. And I was like one. Okay, so the first one came in. I don't remember what the name was, but it was like at least unique enough. Like maybe it was like Liliana or something like that. A unique enough name. You don't hear it super often, but whatever. First one came in and was like, "Hey, do you want emotes and stuff?" And like, I don't know. The entire time that I was there, I was like, I kept on just doing the emote, because I was like, you need to ban this person. I know you're just starting out, but you need to ban this person right now. But then I think he eventually did ban them. And then like 15 minutes later, he gets another one. I need this. And it's same like Liliana something. Liliana last name. Gosh, this game is dying. And I was like, that's odd. And then I think he even said something like, just so you know, like if you're trying to sell me something, like I'm not really interested. And she was like, oh, no, I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's so weird that somebody would contact you and like try to sell you stuff in chat. And he was like, yeah, it is weird. And then like 15 minutes later, they're like, so like if I wanted to what was it? It was like, that is weird. Yeah. I think they were like, if someone tried to sell you on an overlay, like how much would you pay for that? And he was like, I'm not interested in buying any stuff. And she was like, no. I know. But like, if you were. And he was like, goodness. I don't know if he banned her, but I hope he should have if he didn't. They just get... They're just so bold and annoying. So bold and annoying. But Bunny, how are you? How's your day? How's your week been? Gosh. You're playing Final Fantasy VI, I think I saw. How is it going? But again, we haven't really got one of those in a super long time. That means that person had both a verified email and a verified phone number. Unbelievable. Yeah, someone came in to try to sell some art. I almost tried to get them to send me their portfolio so that we could look at it on stream and I could try to find where they stole art from on stream, but Emmers was a good mod and banned them. But maybe next time, don't put it past me. I ruined it. No, honestly, it's for the best. It's probably for the best. Again, that's probably oddly vindictive of me, but there's something about it that I enjoy. I get a little dopamine kick finding where they steal art from. You know? I want to do that so often that they put me on a, like, do not try to sell list. Do not go to this person's stream. He will find where you took art from. I honestly wonder how many people it is. I feel like it's probably a lot smaller of a group than you would imagine. If I were to guess, I could see it being almost like an office of people who, like, are just using multiple accounts at one time. That's what I imagine. Sort of like the like a scam call center thing. I kind of imagine it's like that, because too often I see the same portfolio references. I see the same portfolio art. Plus, there's like one of the a lot of times they'll give you a link or to a portfolio, and then if you look at the portfolio, it might have references to like another account, and a lot of times it's one called Graphics World, and so it makes me feel like it's the same group of people, or like, I don't know. Because surely, like, I don't know. Surely so many of them wouldn't have the exact same like references in their portfolio. It's usually a few VTuber models, a few other stuff. This information is useful. I will infiltrate them. I mean, if I had the time, I would. Because I just do not like them. I'm bad at arts, I'll fit right in. One of the last times, wait, when was this? I think this was somebody from Pux's stream early on, before I was a mod. And they asked him if they could send a portfolio to him. And I also was like, can you also send it to me as well? Yeah, this is what it was. I said, can you also send it to me as well? And they said, sure. And then I went through and I found some stolen art. And I did my, oh, so did you make all of this? And they said, yes. And I said, excellent. So how about this? And I screenshot the, like what they stole, and then what's in their portfolio. And they got really upset. And at some point they were like, okay, but have you seen these things before? Which were like some very generic looking overlays. And I was like, it doesn't matter. Like at this point, you already stole someone's art just because you're mixing in a couple of things that look very generic. And like, just because you've mixed that in doesn't mean squat. Like, you've already stolen someone's art and are claiming it as your own. Like, I do not care if you made everything else. And eventually they blocked me. I made them angry. Just like, where are you hiding? When person 123 came back as person 234. Oh, wait. I really enjoyed the experience on Mon's first stream. Yeah. I mentioned that. It was like, and it was like the same name, or like the same first name or something. I was like, that is so dumb. and it was so obvious, and they were like, No, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but like, what if I was? How much would you pay for that? And he was like, I wouldn't. Yeah, you did. I was just like, come on. Come on. It's just like such a pet peeve of mine. Like, there's like, there's something on this wall somewhere. Is this all connected? No. I don't see it. Oh, okay, we got it. I just kind of sprayed at it. Yeah, that was like super annoying. Okay, we actually, I think, have gotten everything that's downstairs in the interior. Oh, wait. Atrium. Ceiling wall. Oh. We're almost done. At least with this downstairs interior thing. Yeah, those bots just, I don't know, they get me upset. Because, like, you know, so the reason why they do it is because statistically, if they go into enough chats and advertise their services, they will eventually get someone to say yes. That's just how it works. So they just keep doing it, and it just... ugh. I wish there was some PSA that Twitch would do. Now I think all of the interior is like donezo. First floor. So next time, whenever we play this next, we'll finish. We'll finish. So I have like the ceiling in here. I think most of the walls are complete-ish. But we'll come in and finish the ceiling, and then we'll only have the exterior, which is this huge area. Oh, actually, this is not a bad idea. If I start from up top and just do it like this, that's actually not a bad idea. We have a strategy next time. Haha! Look at us. Smart. Smart. All right. Well. Okay. So we're gonna stop here. Let's see. But friends, if you ever run into an art bot, just send them my way. Because I want to see and I want to talk to them. I want to I want to figure out where any information I can about them. I really wonder where they're based, and like, I don't know. I just want two simple things, okay? I guess I want two things, really, when it comes down to it. One, I want to go to Australia. Two, I just want the destruction of all art bots. That's really it. And I don't think I'm asking for too much. All right. AKA my evil plan to save the world by Jet. Just, you know, just a little destruction. By the way, friends, tomorrow, we are playing Fae Farm. Playing more of that. Very fun game. Very fun farm sim. Very fun farm sim. Tomorrow, narrator. Tamario, we are playing Fae Farm, and I'm excited. I really enjoyed it. We played on stream last week, but I played a little bit offline as well, and it's fun. It's a fun time. So kind of excited to continue. I know a little bit more of the basics now. I kind of skipped a bunch, and so I don't know. It'll be a good time. But, and then on Friday we will start Puzzle Agent 2. But, friends, let me see. Checking to see who is online. Maybe this will get you back into Stardew. Maybe. I don't know, though. The movement in this game is very fun. And I feel like... I don't know. I feel like... I don't know, Brad. Maybe. Maybe. In this game, you can jump, Brad. You can jump in this game. Stardew wishes. Stardew wishes it could have these features. Let's see. Yeah, but can you double jump? I think you can get wings and fly. So, not technically, but... Not technically, no, but that's something. Stop finding solutions to my challenges. No! You'll see. You'll all see. Okay, how about... we haven't had a chance to raid Donut Damage in a bit, and he raided us on Friday. So let's go over there. He's playing some Fork Knife. and I really enjoy him. He's very fun. Do not damage. But friends, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Rigatoni, thank you so much for the raid earlier. Joss for the resub. And Gilmore for the 500 bits earlier. Thank you so much. Hanana, we'll see you later. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be back with Fae Farm. Again, Wednesday, Thursday, start just like a teensy bit later. It'll be starting like nowish. But I've got to go to the gross and some other stuff, so I need to go. I'll be bouncing pretty fast. But friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's always fun. I really enjoy the time we get to hang out and chat and stuff. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you guys. Yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Say hello to Donut Damage if you have emotes. And please throw some fist bumps in the chat when we get over there. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.